Hi, this is Jackie,
Hi, this is Diana.
and you're listening to Home Bodies Only, where we welcome all bodies to join us as we break down and dissect series that are on HBO. We are talking about Abbott Elementary, Season 1, Episodes 10 and 11, which are named Open House and Desking. I'm laughing because we still had volume issues with Diana's
So
new
I'm just
computer.
going to hold it right up to my face.
We're not sure what the dealio is. So hopefully this is better with her.
This is great.
Really close to the mic.
Yeah.
Because she's also listening to the mic through her headphones, and it does sound a million times louder. Mine's
loud.
not. Mine's hooked into the computer. And I remember doing a recording like of an intro on my own, and I was like, hello? I kept whispering. I had to re-record it like 3 times because
I need a mic stand. That's next so that I can really get,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do. Yeah.
I do.
All right. Episode 10, Open House. In the beginning, they're doing double dutch in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
And Janine's like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do it.
I could do it. I
could do the single.
I can just
dutch.
jump. Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever tried double dutch. If I did, I was a kid and maybe I did it. But I haven't done it as an adult. I have jumped in though for jump rope. It's been a while though. I think back when we were K through 6, I was doing the jump roping.
That's
just regular jump roping.
Yeah.
I know. You know what?
We got to bring back the jump ropes.
I know it. They have jump ropes, but they run around. Don't they run around and just drag them?
Yeah, pretty much. Like a snake.
They don't know what they're doing. Oh, that's
they
so
might
sad.
have never been introduced to a real jump rope, like a long jump
They
rope.
might
where
not
we
have been.
swing and people. Oh dear, we got work to do.
Yeah, we do. Especially, okay. Anyway, Jacob jumps in and is really good, and it's really funny. So apparently, their open house, no one comes.
Nobody comes to open house.
Crazy,
and it's late.
And it's like it's 5 hours long. It's 3 to 8 o'clock. Did you see that time?
Yes.
Oh my God! Thank God we don't do that. I mean, they really do a quote unquote open house, like if you were selling your house, like just have people come in whenever they want, no presentation,
no.
And it's the whole neighborhood can come in if they want. And our policy too, by the way, if we work an evening and it goes past a certain time, we have a delay the next day, like our parent teacher conferences. I doubt. Oh yeah, I doubt these guys had a delayed opening the next day for them or whatever.
No, and they went out to dinner after, like at 8.
Oh,
she ends up having them jumping, but
there was a lot going on.
She comes at 8:30. The mom, 8:30,
right? Yeah,
and then after it's like, all right, we're gonna go out for dinner. What time are you?
I didn't even think about it.
On a school night? Is this open house on a Friday?
Maybe it's on a Friday night. That's why no one comes.
Right.
Okay.
These are the things I think about. The practicality. I'm spent after an open house. The last thing I want to do is go out for
and we
anything.
don't even do anything for open house. The parent-teacher conferences, I am definitely very exhausted. Yes. But open house, we don't even have to do presentations.
That's true.
The classroom teachers do presentations.
Yeah,
that's actually true. Very quick. It's only... Aren't we only there
like
an
hour and a half? And we just sit in the we stand in the hallway and like chat with parents as they walk by, and we don't have to present or anything.
No.
So, anyway.
Donovan is hacking now. He has,
but their open house sounds more like it's an open house, but it is their form of parent teacher conference.
That's what I wrote here. It seems like their parent teacher conference kind of. Okay, the best thing ever is DJ Ava.
I was all over this.
I thought of you. I was like, oh my God, this episode out of the 2 is my favorite.
First of all, her outfit. I loved her tracksuit.
The tracksuit.
I didn't like the fact that she was putting an abundance of sugar in her coffee. It was really bothering me. What is the point? It's like being behind somebody at the coffee shop and they're like, hi, can I get a medium coffee with 5 creams and 26 Splendas or something?
Yeah.
Why? Go get a soda. What
do you get some milk and sugar?
What's the point?
I know. I'm sure that was done to be funny.
I have a question. So she's DJ. What did she call her? What was her name?
DJ AVA.
AVA,
DJ
right.
AVA.
What's your DJ name? If you were a DJ.
Oh my gosh. I
You
never
got to
thought
think
about
about
it.
this. You know, you want to hear mine?
Well, yeah. Your initials are DJ.
DJ, the DJ.
DJ. I think I knew that because you've told me this already.
Oh, man. Think about that. We'll circle back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. DJ Jackie
People.
J. No.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say people.
One
we
person
could
in particular
would call me Ghetto
bit.
J. No, I'd be called Ghetto J. So maybe I'd be DJ Ghetto J.
Yeah.
I know people are like, yeah, right. You lived in the ghetto. No, I haven't. But it's a long story. I won't go into it. Anyway, so Greg says the superintendent is coming. Shouldn't you act more like a principal? And now this is how he finds out how she got the job. I can't believe she just like told everybody, by the way. Then my next note is Janine. And I have Janine - Barbara mom tour, mentor and mom. Oh. So yeah, Janine wants to talk to Barbara about the
parent,
the parent that's coming in. It's very important. So she walks in, and Barbara's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you." And of course, her daughter is behind. Janine. Her daughter's name is Taylor. She's like adorable. She's stunning. She looks. It's weird though, because she looks like a teenager, but yet, you know what I mean? There's something about her. You could tell she's older, and obviously she's supposed to be. She looks like a teenager. Like she could play a teenager easily.
Yes. She probably does in another show.
Yeah. Yeah. She lives in New York. Janine's like, I've been to New York once, and I was on Canal Street. I think she called it Canal too. It was like Canal Street or something. And she's like, I saw a rat, and then my phone fell in the gutter. And like, oh, she's like, oh, so you just you had it all in there, didn't you, or something?
Yeah,
it was kind of funny. So clearly, Janine's like jealous of Taylor,
their relationship,
and she's like, I'm her work daughter.
Oh dear. Oh,
then Melissa flashed to the staff room. I guess Melissa's running a poker game. Jacob is like, I've never played. I've dabbled in Uno. And I wrote, yeah, me too. Like every day I'm playing Uno. I play Uno with my kids every day.
I don't, I feel like they were in the library. Wasn't there
you know what? I think they were in the library. They weren't in the staff room.
Because I made a note.
Oh, there were. Oh yeah. He was looking in the card catalog. I made a note,
and I'm obsessed with card catalogs. And for a time frame, I wanted to find a card. I believe me. I wanted to find a card catalog and convert it into a coffee table so bad, and I was like obsessed with the idea.
I know someone who could probably hook you up with that.
I know. Duh. I should have. Hello,
my husband. Hello. Oh my God, he'll probably be like, yeah, I have 3.
I've got. I know. So we should talk offline about that, because I still love me a nice card catalog.
At least one. He's had to have come across.
He's got to have a card catalog
somewhere. I'm surprised it's actually not on my porch, because that's what needs to be cleaned out right now. Don't even ask. Okay. They are in the library. I'm sorry. Mr. Johnson, he's like, hey, it's me. He said something like, it's me, Mr. Johnson. He's like, I look different in my after work clothes.
Because
he has a hat on. That's it. Yeah, that was great.
And he had like a poker hat on. Oh my God.
Ava starts playing Pony, and I was dying.
Oh. I have so many questions.
That is one of my favorite songs. It's my favorite part of Magic Mike. I mean, I just loved her choices of.
I mean, that song had like a rebirth because of Magic Mike. Think about it, right? And that is what it's forever known for now.
I know.
And I love the idea of DJing at an open house. I might.
Yes.
I do have a dream of being a grocery store DJ. I would like to be a DJ at a school. Like, I mean, I should get into that.
Our open house, that wouldn't work. But maybe maybe if they do the Sweetheart Breakfast next year, you should DJ that.
Yeah.
Right over there. I mean, parent-teacher conferences, again, probably wouldn't work to do DJing. Like, people are trying to talk.
The whole thing.
Serious stuff. Okay. Where am I? Superintendent walks in. He asks for a tour. Ava, of course, is like mentioning the affair, just like throwing it around.
Yeah.
Then next is Janine keeps interrupting Barbara and her daughter, and you see the tension between Barbara and Taylor. She sells alcohol, and Barbara does not approve.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor walks out. Then we see Gregory. He's losing it. His shirt's untucked. He's slouching. He's eating chips.
Oh my gosh!
Then,
he's lounging in the faculty room.
Yeah, and he doesn't even know how to slouch.
Barb. Sup.
Sup. And he has his feet on the table. And he was trying to slouch, but he was like, this is so uncomfortable. Okay. Then one parent does come in to Janine's room. She's like, have a cookie. They're homemade from the grocery store.
Yeah. Good pitch.
Then next scene, Taylor and Greg meet. That's probably when he was like, sup, Barb. I didn't really have too many notes for that. By the way, Janine is wearing a necklace that says kindness in very tiny letters. Like last time, or one of the times, she had the smile on her shirt, and then she had a little gold kindness necklace. Which I thought was cute. She thinks she can help fix things between Barbara and Taylor, but they end up making up on their own. Another thing I have is the Woman Cave.
The Woman Cave.
Woman Cave. Ava says that to the superintendent. And then Greg is just like walking by and he's like, great hire. He's like, he's just beside himself. He is just so pissed. Janine is waiting for Nina's mom. She texts her mom, and you can see there were lots of texts from her and none from her mom.
Did you see? But wait. Yes, it was all her texting her mom. But did you see the little Greg text?
Yes. Oh, no. What?
Yeah.
Oh, she mentions Greg.
I have this Greg story for you. And I was like, oh.
Yes. I forgot. Yes.
And it was really sad. Then the bubbles pop up at one point.
I know. And she was waiting.
I was like,
I know. So she leaves at 8:30. And she runs into Nina's, it's Nina, I think, mom. Right? Isn't the student Nina? Nina's mom. And she's like, basically, you could tell Janine's just taking it out on her, what she's mad about her mother for. And then, of course, the woman's like, I'm an ER nurse, and there was a man with a bullet in his groin, and I couldn't leave. So, but I'm surprised she didn't text her, but whatever, to let her know she's going to be late.
Yeah.
Jacob hustles Barbara. And Mr. Johnson. Played a lot of poker with Teachers Without Borders. Yeah. Melissa is impressed, but she also threatens him. Of course. Janine is talking to Nina's mom, but I just want to point out, so Janine teaches second grade. My son's in second grade. She's like, she's not getting her multiplication tables. I'm like, whoa. They're not doing multiplication.
Wrote that.
They don't do multiplication tables in second grade.
I go,
and I doubt they do it in Pennsylvania.
I'm like, no
multiplication's third grade,
That's
people.
Third grade.
Come on, get the curriculum right here.
It's been third grade since I was in school.
Yeah, no. It's third grade.
It hasn't changed, folks.
Yeah. She should have done her research on that.
They don't have a teacher on this writing show. The writers.
I know. Her mom is a retired teacher. She taught
That's right. You should know.
She taught kindergarten though. Nina's mom ends up hugging her. Of course, I was tearing up. Then, of course, Janine doesn't let go. Janine's in such a great mood. She actually asks Gregory to go out.
Yes.
For a drink. And he's going out with Taylor.
I knew it right away.
Me too.
You had to see it coming. No. I can't tonight, actually. Ugh.
And then he's like, they're going to Barata, which we didn't bring up, but she was talking about that place because she was mentioning that to Barbara and Taylor and how Tariq says he's going to take her there once he makes it.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
So Janine did look a little jealous. Then we come to find out the superintendent married the deaconess. Now, how did she not know that? She goes to that church. Maybe she stopped going to church. So he threatens her, basically, and she tells Janine she's about to get fired. And
you know what I wrote down when he came at her?
No.
I wrote down 3 words. Slap, slap, slap. He was like, slap,
those of you who listened to our podcast when we talked about Gilded Age, you'll get that reference. But I have a feeling maybe no one listening to it now listened to it when we talked about Gilded Age. So there's a whole thing in there about slap, slap, slap.
It's such a good line. Slap, slap.
Then Barbara asks Janine to dinner. Oh, I know. I do have to mention, though, once again, DJ Ava plays Mary J.
Oh, this song.
And
I do not have that on my jams playlist.
Oh.
Listen, I do have Mary J on there, but I actually don't have, and it immediately went on there. I was like, that is a song that is not popped up in a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No More Drama is on my, and Real Love.
I mean, I have to say probably, okay, so Real Love, that album, right? That's what it's called. Is one of my all-time favorites. And Sweet Thing is probably one of my all-time favorite songs ever.
Yeah.
Even though that is a remake. I think it was Shaka Khan did the original. I hope I don't sound like an idiot. Okay.
I can't believe it wasn't on my jams.
No.
Because that jam that wasn't on my jams. That's a problem.
I would sing Sweet Thing when I took singing lessons when I lived in the city.
Aw.
I've done it for karaoke.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I got to do a little now.
Just like, I have to.
I will love you anyway, even if you cannot stay. I think you are the one for me. Here is where you want to be. I just want to satisfy you. You're not mine and I can't deny it. That's all I'm doing. Also, thank you. One other Mary J is Fine. Now, that one, Just Fine. That one really wasn't, I don't think, on the radio very much. Mm-hmm. But I don't even remember how I heard it. I think it's called either Fine or Just Fine. Mm-hmm. And I heard it at a time when I had this was quite a few years ago, and I had a little bit of a scare. Like I had they felt like something, and I had to have a mammogram, and it was the first time I ever had a mammogram, and everything was fine. But I remember that song and like listening to it, and it's really good. She's like, I like what I see when I'm looking at me when I'm walking past the mirror. No stress in my life, something like that. And she's like, I'm fine, 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 woo! And the beginning's awesome too, because she goes, there's something about this joint right here. It makes me want to move. I just love her. I love her so much. Anyway, okay.
I have one more question before we talk about the next episode, right? Because we're done.
Yeah.
Speaking of DJing music, I have another song question. What is your song that instantly when it comes on, you are immediately calm? It like puts you in
calm?
Like a calm, just like chilling, like deep breath. You're in like, you're just in your favorite place mentally.
You're going to laugh.
Oh, don't worry. Wait till you hear mine.
Ralph Tresvant, Sensitivity.
I love that song.
That song gives me chills as soon as it starts. I'm like,
that is a great tune. You know what else is a good tune? It wasn't the song that I chose to write down for my calm song, because immediately but I love the Johnny Gill My song. That song.
You're sure good.
Yes, it is on my jams. Obviously, I love Johnny Gill. It's such a jam. Remember when did you watch Family Matters? And do you remember when he was on Family Matters with like Laura, and it was like a whole thing? He came in for a concert. Yeah, he was like friends with Eddie.
I did tell you that I would watch Family Matters in Spain. They'd put it on when we would eat lunch, and it was dubbed, and it was terrible. High voice. Urkel was like, we were like, oh. Okay, sorry.
So my song, Don't Laugh. It doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. Christopher Cross, Sailing.
Oh, I could see that
immediately.
Sailing.
I just want to close my eyes.
Where I'm going.
I'm on a beach immediately, or like in a boat. Probably on a beach though. But anyway, all right. Episode 11. Sorry, I had to ask you.
Thanks for listening to my singing. Sorry, I had to listen to after I heard. I'm going down. I was like, oh, I'm playing Sweet Thing right now. And then I played Just Fine. Okay, after this, I'll play Just Fine for you, or part of it. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Episode 11, desking.
Desking. Oh, jeez.
The kids are being really sweet and working hard, and I guess it's because of the desking, right? Because they didn't kind of connect it, but I assume that's why. To try to distract them, basically. But what's really funny is they keep calling Jacob Mr. C, which
yeah,
so funny. Okay. Ava is pissed. She's never heard of this viral trend. I am so red right now. I think I'm very hot right now. Okay. And I'm not even drinking wine. Okay. So basically, what?
Keep going. I just something I wrote down.
They figure it out because there's a sneaker print.
Yeah.
They got to try to, figure out who it is. So Jacob's, and by the way, at first nobody is desking in Barbara's room. So Jacob's boyfriend can help because he's a sneaker.
Finally, we meet him,
and we meet him. So Ava,
did you write down?
Wait, Ava meets him. She goes, he knew you, and was like, more. Also, too, she's like, you're black, and he's like, it's Zach.
And Greg was like, neat. He used the word neat.
That whole part was great. I don't remember, but that
it was fun.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh man, that was good.
He does stop Jacob from going off on a tangent. They're impressed. Zach figures out they take the sneaker print with the big not masking tape, like package tape. I don't know. That was like
it almost looked like transparencies. Like remember transparencies on the the projector or whatever. Or like,
oh my god, I loved those. I used to want to write on them. Yes, some people listening don't even know what those are.
The Elmos.
Yeah. Zach figures out what kind of sneaker it is. Yeah. And Greg recognizes it from two kids. They split them up and they try to intimidate them. And
this would not happen in a school, by the way.
No. When they filmed this, they must have died laughing. Like the one kid looks like he is about to burst out. Yeah. It was so funny. Oh my God. Yeah. Finally, they tell them like how big it is. And they're trying to be like number one in the US. Mm-hmm. Mr. Johnson decides to do a stakeout. He tells Greg to come with him. He FaceTimed his own iPad. And I was like, can you do that? Like, can you actually, your own number? Like, could I call myself? Like on my
I text myself all the time.
I can text myself. I have done that for reminders and stuff. Or you're just like, hey, sweetie. Hey, girl. You're looking.
No. I usually I text myself, like if I want to save a TikTok or something. You're doing great. I usually text it. So then the next day I'm like, oh, this is what I'm going to make for dinner or something. No, I know.
I've done reminders. Sorry.
Do you text yourself like, keep up the good work. Keep smiling. Keep shining.
You're looking fine today.
I'm going to start doing that and send them to you. Why don't I try to FaceTime myself right now, right? Let's see. Can you do this?
No. You're good. But you have to FaceTime. You can't FaceTime on the same device. Like he FaceTimed his iPad because it's hooked up. Like,
you probably could do that.
It's not even, I guess it is our iPad now, but it's connected to my phone. So I got to, now I got to try it. I got to
we're going to have to do a little experiment here.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why that struck me so funny. I FaceTime myself. I mean, I text myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a parody of a song is coming on. Remember that song, I Touch Myself?
I text myself. When I think about you, I text myself.
We're sending it to folks. We're going to get on TV with this.
Yeah. I text myself. Why hasn't anybody else done it? I don't think anybody else has done that. Oh my God. We are patenting it right now, people.
That's it. It's trademark. Don't.
This will be our end of the year song.
I text myself.
Every year, people, at the end of if you're still listening, at the end of the year, we take a song and we make an end of year song out of it.
Yes.
Wait, what did we do this year?
I feel as though we had a
year,
lot going on last year and we skipped it.
Did we not do it?
Before that, we did Wilson Phillips.
Year before, we did Wilson Phillips singing about COVID.
In
Hold
masks.
on for one more day.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've done. Yeah, we're bringing it back this year.
I forgot.
We've done Ice Baby, but we did Ice Packs Baby.
Bring back your Ice Packs Baby, because that was always a huge thing with the nurse. She always wanted the ice packs back, and she would announce it. She'd be like, "Bring your ice packs back." We thought that was kind of gross, but whatever. Okay.
Moving on.
Too cold. Okay. I don't know where I am right now.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So, blah blah blah. Oh, so Greg and Mr. Johnson. What's his first name? Why do I feel like I don't know?
I just call him Mr. J.
Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
Have a heart to heart. Greg's like, you never wanted just one thing. And he's like, if that was the case, I wouldn't have done all your names, all these things.
He had a bottle opener in his closet. That was like, I was like, is that a beer or a root beer? I couldn't tell, but I was like, the fact that you have a bottle opener in there
do you know about the story with the bottle opener in my room?
Oh dear. No.
I don't have one. No. When I first moved into Woodstock
Coca-Cola
Elementary,
bottles, right? Like back in the day.
Mm-hmm. The former person had a bottle opener in the desk. Anyway, okay. So Jacob and Janine decide to talk to the kids, and they're desking when they turn their backs on them and they spell out teamwork.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's really realistic. Then the video is up already, of course.
Of course.
A few minutes later. This is one of my favorite lines. Barbara walks in. She's like, "Sweet baby Jesus and the grown one too." I've never heard that. I've heard "Sweet baby Jesus," but "Sweet baby Jesus" and the grown one too. Definitely.
That was good.
I'm going to be using that now.
You should.
That was fantastic. They're desking in Barbara's room now.
Yeah.
She's very upset. Janine does tell the district, so then they make them just move their desks out. And I hate to tell you, I feel like that would be something that our district would do.
Yeah, totally.
That would be their answer.
That's it.
Just move the desks
That's it.
out.
You got nothing.
Yeah. And they put them all into the gym, and they make it into the greatest desking arena ever known. So Barbara finally says, stop trying to relate to them. It's desperate and sad, which it was.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to be cool or whatever. So then Mr. Johnson and Greg have another heart to heart. Janine, I didn't really, it was good. I just didn't take notes on. Then Janine's they decide one of them has to desk to make it not cool. Of course, Janine decides to fall the first step.
Yeah, of course.
Twists her ankle. Jacob does. And because his boyfriend comes with the cool sneakers, but then he has on these shorts, which are great. Yeah. And he kills desking for all of them. And I just wrote, can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, why not?
Now that I'm reading the notes for episode 11, I'm this was funny, but I compare it I was on such a high from episode 10.
Yes.
That when I went to this one, I'm oh, come on, this is stupid.
10 was better. 10 was I wrote in my notes about Janine and she's in the faculty room with the Capri Sun, and I feel you with that Capri Sun. I can't get the straw in those either. No. Even with the new straw system.
Well, and then I knew this probably bothered you. Well, yeah, because she's trying to tempt the girl into wanting a Capri Sun. Then she just stabs it and it spills all over her wrist. And she doesn't really react. I would have been I'm out. I got to rinse this. I got to change. Anyway, now we got 2 left.
Yeah. And
2.
And did you catch, I also wrote in here, Mr. J, he was a minor league bunting coach. That's pretty impressive.
I liked that. Yes, that was very specific. Do they have minor league bunting coaches? They must do that.
Wow, a bunting coach though, not a hitting coach, but specifically bunting. For bunting.
No, it's very specific.
At the minor league level.
I did catch that. I forgot. I should have wrote that down. He was also a nude model, tastefully nude model. Is that what he said?
It reminds me of my father-in-law had a plethora of jobs. Really important. Yeah, he was a constable. He was I don't know, an oil delivery truck. He was a bartender. it's like the running joke when we're together and we get on this topic. It's always like he's like, oh well, I was once. I'm like,
you're like, what were you not?
What were you not? Same here. You know, I was a bowler, a figure skater. You know, I taught kickboxing. I know. I was made for this family.
You guys are you totally were made for this family. That's hysterical.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, 2 more episodes.
Speaking of ice fishing, I used to professionally ice fish. No, I'm just kidding. Is that what he does though? He's like, speaking of.
He's like, I once.
Speaking of pirates.
Something. It's. Really? Like a constable? Like what?
That's great.
Wild. Uniforms for everything.
He's living large.
Yeah, and he retired from a company right by our district, Amatech, which was something else before.
Right.
What it was called.
When did he retire from there? Before you started working?
No, he was still working there when I was
working there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What was it before? It wasn't Amatech.
Something on. Was there an on set at the end?
Remember.
Something.
Anyway, Rotron.
Rotron. See? Okay.
Rotron. And then what was Amatech? I was always laughing because I would say to him, like, you know, he's familiar with Office Space. You know, it was Initech. I was like,
oh yeah,
this is how I picture your job right now. Yeah, he retired from there, and now he gets to golf. He golfs at the
oh, nice,
right across the way. So I still, you know,
he just can't stay away from you.
They're in Italy.
He's never
right
come
now.
For lunch. Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're in Italy.
He's never come for lunch. I'm confused.
No, but he's our guest every week for Meat Sauce Monday on whatever day of the week we serve it.
No, why
he comes every week for dinner? Oh, meet me for lunch.
Come to school? Yeah,
he should come. Now we can have visitors.
Hello.
Wow. Let's have lunch. Probably because he knows that I eat at my desk, like checking emails.
Yeah,
like I don't really take a lunch.
He actually really doesn't want to hang out with you.
No, he doesn't. No.
He's got to come and take a tour.
Yeah.
He's got to meet me. Well, I have met him.
Yeah, you met him at my birthday party.
At your party, yeah.
Right.
But I didn't really.
You need a chance to hang out. That's what you're saying.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Anyway,
want to hear about.
Can't wait for the next 2 episodes.
Okay, me too.
Finish out the season. Right. So, thanks for listening.
All right. Bye.
Bye.